hear the cottonwoods whispering above. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. Oh no!
No.
No, look at me.
You got the bees.
I'm
Are those the murder hornets?
God, I'm half dressed. What the hell? Let's see if I'm half. Let me zip it up here. Okay.
Zip that up.
I think we got it. I think that's better. That's better, isn't it better?
Okay,
Right on. Yeah, the cropping's off. There's a big line going up the middle. Hi, everybody. Oz is just stinking everything up again. Go ahead, Shanda. Take it
That's
away.
okay. It still looks good. It looks good. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to all of the different chats that are logged in.
Yeah, it's like we're around the world in 15 seconds. So, yeah.
Try to get some of these chats pulled up. Make it stop. What do I got to make stop?
Make it stop.
Oh, I hear Oz singing. Yeah, I know. I have to listen to that crap all day.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That's where I draw the line.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, have to. Anyway, I'm still working on cleaning up my look here. I don't know what happened. The bees attacked. It is killer.
I remember a bunch of weird ass like killer insect movies from the 70s. Do you remember this one where the ants were controlling their brains?
Yeah.
They were giant ants. They were giant. I still don't even know what the hell that movie was, but I just remember it traumatized me as a child.
Was it Empire of the Ants or something?
Was that what it was?
Yeah. God, I got Annie Sprinkles on my ears and I can't even get rid of her, so I'm sorry. People don't know who Annie
It's
Sprinkles
Monday.
is. Yeah.
You got issues.
Anyway, hey, everybody. Hey, how's our sound? Does it suck or what?
Not half as bad as we do.
Yeah, is there a buzz? Is there a hum back there? Hey, Barbara. Hey, Jordan.
Hey there, Jilly. Welcome.
Sharyar. Hello, Sharyar.
Redneck Economics. I loved your show last night. I love what you do.
Hey, Redneck Economics. Yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah,
we really like
yeah.
you. We want to be friends.
So. We won't be friends.
Well, okay. Yeah, no, this is great. Anyway, what do we have? We have a premiere tonight.
We do. Oz has been working his little fingers to the bones, engineering.
Yeah, see, I have no fingers there.
Yeah, actually, you don't.
Yeah, you want to talk about this a little bit before I run it?
So, okay, well, we rebranded The Dive. As some of you know, we used to be The Daily Dive, and we would come on every day, and it was like a swimming dive, and we had dolphins and whatnot. But since our move, we've rebranded, and we are a dive bar now, which is kind of awesome because, we are the Walmart of content creators. So we got a new opening bumper for the show that Oz created.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. So we're going from this. I think we're going from this to this. Let us know what you think, guys. It'd be nice if they could see it.
World.
Jump in and join the club and float this Whiskey River reservoir. We're gonna spend the weekend in the deep end of a diving bar.
Now, please tell me they heard the music.
Please tell me, did you hear the music? I hope you did.
You guys hear
Thumbs
the
up,
music?
thumbs up.
We don't hear the music in studio intentionally, so.
Yeah, we need that. Noise floor. Yes, it is definitely. I had to switch audio there, Osama, and something.
Well, I love the visual. Okay, I don't think they got sound either.
I don't know. Let's see if we can.
Or maybe they just don't like the music.
Maybe they don't like the music. Yeah, I don't know what they. I dig it. Redneck Economics, did you hear it? Did you hear the music? See, we can't hear the music in the studio because it like goes echo, echo, echo if we run it through. So, Varmint Kong. Yeah, that's from Caddyshack. Thank you. Way cool. Jilly likes it. Okay, good. Very good. Jordan Allen, very cool. Sharyar, thumbs up. Good music.
Unfortunately, I heard the music.
Unfortunately. Rich
Hey, come on. We're a dive bar. You're going to hear that when you walk into a dive bar.
Yeah, I assume. Now, Chris, she loved it. She's she's
yeah.
a fan of country western, and that's it. So anyway, but anyway,
that's okay. Just know that I will always close the show out with something much harder off the jukebox.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to find a good hell bit for leather cover, and it was difficult because we were.
Hey, Dingo ate my baby.
Dingo. Good evening, everybody. Has it been a trying day for all of us? Because Shanda and I have just been like, oh my God, just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you feeling better there, Shanda?
Yeah, no matter how old your kids get, they're still a pain in the ass.
That's all right. Send them back if you feel up to the task. That's
Right.
that's what I always say. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of country either, but it is what it is.
yeah, I like country rock. And some country's pretty good.
What is country rock?
Country rock? 38.
Taylor Swift?
No, 38 Special and
No.
some of those guys. They were back in the day.
Oh my God, your boomer's showing. That's for Saturday nights.
Okay. Shall we move right along?
Yeah, let's get into the show.
You made the show, so I'm going to try and shut up. What do we got?
This is What Is in a Name?
What's in a name?
What's in a name?
Just tell Kamala Harris what to say, and she will say it. That is the whole point of Kamala Harris.
I call him Schmucker Carlson, but it's an ethnic term, so he might not understand.
But then at the end, it's laughable because he's like, or whatever. So it's like, no, it's not whatever. It is about you having to finally face what you have done to this country, to black people, to black women.
That was Tucker Carlson back in August mispronouncing the name of Kamala Harris and CNN's reaction to it, which of course was to cry racism. Now, since there's a very good chance the senator will be the next vice president, it would behoove all of us to learn the correct way to say her name. It's Kamala. So maybe someone should tell Joe Biden?
That's what I asked Kamala. Kamala.
How about Barack Obama?
Kamala Harris is here.
And Whoopi and Al and Don.
Rising star Senator Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Senator Kamala Harris.
And they've all been accused of being racist for mispronouncing the name, just as they accused Tucker. Haha, sure they have. Not. But that will apparently be the label they will tag you with if you fail to say the name correctly, especially and probably only if you are a white Republican or conservative. Now, during a recent interview with People, the whole name thing came up.
What does it say to you when they so dismissively, and mockingly mispronounce it, saying, oh, whatever? What does that say to you as a woman and as a woman of color?
Easy enough question, right? Should take about 30 seconds to answer, you would think.
It is a gift that is an incredible familial gift. The family gives the child a name. And I think names are very important. I tend to address people by their full name and not use the shortened version. And I don't think I've ever realized that I do that.
And then this.
I will say often to young people that I meet on the trail, and they'll say, well, my name is John. And I'll say, what's your last name? Right. Like, what? You speak your family's name, man. It's just.
That bizarre nonsense of a non-answer went on for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I kid you not. She never answered the question. She never does. And by the way, she might want to learn to say her own name correctly.
Hey, Cleveland! It's Kamala! It's Kamala! Kamala!
Really? So the whole name thing is a bunch of bull. Another way to tag white conservatives as racist. Nothing more, nothing less.
I found that very freaking amusing.
Seriously, that's an issue?
Yeah, that's an issue. You're racist if you don't say her name right. So, Jordan Allen, I agree with you. I just call her Kamala and have for a long time now.
Yeah, that killed me. I mean, really, guys? That's a big deal.
The Dems, they have their priorities straight.
Okay.
My name is Kamala.
My name's Kamala.
Kamala.
I think I got rid of that line, by the way. All right.
Did you get rid of it? Are you getting dialed in there?
Yeah, I'm slowly. I'm turning into like the incredible freaking out man here. So, anyway, everybody, thank you for joining tonight. We're getting things dialed in. We're going to go into that a little bit later. So, what's this, Shanda?
Oh, I saw this and it reminded me of you.
Okay. When my brain goes on a little adventure, instead of attending the conversation I'm having, yeah, I think that's me. That's flashbacks from the 80s, more like.
Is that what it is? It's all the microdosing?
It is. It's definitely back in the day when I was much more fun and much more young. And I just killed my camera. Okay, let's see if I can quit messing with stuff for a minute. And I'm back.
You look much better.
I look much better. Then we've got, this is, what is this, All in the Family?
All in the Family, Party of One.
Oh my God. God.
Like little baby Trump.
Chucky Schumer is Major Dad there, isn't he? Or what?
Yeah.
What's Joe Biden? Is that God, who is that? Who's the boss? No. I don't know what the hell that is.
It's a one-party system.
One-party system. What's Amy got to say?
This is a story that nobody is talking about across the country. So we have had prisoners across the country doing strikes, hunger strikes, and all kinds of things since COVID, because think about it, if we're not being treated well for COVID, they certainly aren't.
Okay.
But I found this interesting because nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, I think some of it was touched on early on, but it's like they forgot about it.
I think I remember bringing a report back in like May, maybe, about this.
Okay, let's take a look.
A new report has found prisoners organized over 100 strikes between March and June in response to dangerous conditions inside jails and prisons amidst the pandemic. Perilous, a digital research and media group that authored the report, said prisoners rose up across 39 states, with most protests happening inside immigrant prisons. Since the beginning of the pandemic, over 250,000 people in jails and prisons have tested positive for the coronavirus. Over 1,400 prisoners and staffers have died. Perilous referred to the uprisings as, quote, clearly one of the most massive waves of prisoner resistance in the past decade, unquote.
That's incredible.
Isn't that incredible that nobody's talking about that? No mainstream coverage.
Yeah, does it make you want to question the numbers that we're getting from just about anything and everything out there?
I've always questioned the numbers in the prison.
What's the daily infection rate up to? 180,000?
It's not even trackable, I don't think.
I don't think it is either. It's crazy. Chili's craving bacon.
Bacon. Me too.
We don't talk about politician doubles in this empire. No, we don't. So, yeah, no, that's good. I got
right,
say.
And so we just elected the architect of the '94 crime bill, who put a lot of these people there, and backed it up with Cop Mala, who is hell bent on sending non-violent criminals to prison.
Yeah. So how many of those people are subjected to this stuff, no matter what they're in for? But still, think of all the people that got busted for selling weed. I mean,
or their kids didn't go to school.
I mean, this is a travesty at all levels. You just don't throw people away because they've done some things that society deems, untainable. But again, you wouldn't treat your worst enemy like that, I would say.
Well, if our hospitals can't get PPEs, our prisons definitely are not getting.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. If you have folks in the chat, if you guys didn't know, that doctors are folding up shop at a very high rate because they can't sustain themselves anymore, particularly in rural areas. I'm running through this right now. Fortunately, my doctor moved closer to me because I'm closer to Olympia. But there are practices out there that can't get PPE and they can't afford to keep the lights on because of,
Well, Medicare don't pay shit, or Medicaid.
Yeah,
so a lot of local offices in rural areas won't even accept it.
No, they won't. And you can't. They don't. They haven't even figured out the charges for online doctor visits yet.
Right.
So
I did one of those a couple of months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
It was stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Hi. How are you? Good. We talked politics because doctor loves to talk politics with me, and then. Yeah. Okay, see you in a couple months.
So you just go in, refill my dope, and thank you very much.
That was all it was refill prescriptions.
Okay.
Meeting. And state prison labor is being used to move bodies to the morgue. I saw this report, $2 a body or $2 a day is what they're being paid to not only endanger themselves, endanger the people around them, and how horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. Yeah, read economics, so that doesn't make the news, but mispronouncing Kamala's name does. Yeah, it makes sense. It's
absolutely. That was a CNN story that I brought you, the Kamala.
So that was CNN? Yeah. I thought it was Fox.
CNN covered it and said it was racist to not know how to say her name, and then Fox covered it because, oh my God, they're crazy because they're calling us racist.
So that's a big deal. That's like congratulating a basketball team for their victory, right? I mean, this is what our reps do anyway. Anyway, let's move on. What do we got?
It's
Oh,
humorous.
I brought this. This is no surprise here. Bibi's at it again. A settlement watchdog group said Sunday that Israel is moving ahead with new construction and hundreds of homes in a strategic East Jerusalem settlement that threatens to cut off parts of the city claimed by Palestinians from the West Bank. You know, when they use the word strategic in this, it means like they're building homes as a method of war. Is that what it is?
They've been doing this for years and years, you know.
Yeah, I'm just...
you know, this is a very touchy subject for me, man. This one fires me off.
Well, it should. It should make everybody kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, there was homes there originally that they bulldozed so they can build these war homes.
Oh God, don't get me started on the bulldozer thing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's best that we just keep going because if we fell into this,
I don't want to fall into this
screaming for an
trap. It's
hour.
a big deal. We support Palestine and you
Absolutely.
know, and people who are being.
And as an American, you're never going to shut me up. I'll never sign a contract saying that I won't talk bad about Israel. So
yeah, and that's
in
your.
that there.
That's you. You come from that heritage too, right?
I do.
Okay. All right. This is a nice little meme. What does this got going on?
Yeah, it says, imagine the phone company canceling your service because they didn't like what you and your friends were talking about. That's Facebook.
Yeah, that's Facebook, and it's YouTube too.
Twitter.
We were talking about this earlier in the green room, everybody. We make, Shanda especially, makes extra strong efforts to find music to go out with here. And what happened, Chanda? Tell them the story real quick.
Oh, gosh. So I have been collecting non-copyrighted music in files for 6 months now. And I know that they're non-copyrighted because I physically go check, okay, is there copyright? Who's this go to? Well, YouTube recategorized pretty much everything now, and there's generic copyrights on almost everything in that file now.
Yeah, so, you know, and we know we get punked for melodic, you know, songs, covers and things, but they don't take us down for that. But the next thing is you're going to start taking you down for anything. Remember Planet of Humans? They took it down for what was a 30-second snippet of copyrighted material. They had to put it back up, but still, it was that's how bad it's getting. So.
Yeah, I saw Josh Fox on TYT today, and I logged in just to put a thumbs down, and then I logged back out.
Oh, I thought you logged.
But I could tell I wasn't the only one who had done that.
I know. TYT has gone so neoliberal. It's sad. It really
Might as well
is.
call him fucking CNN anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, whatever. It's co-option.
They don't have my time. I used to be a Patreon for years.
I know.
A subscriber, a Patreon.
Yeah.
But I left way before Jimmy left, but I'm glad Jimmy left.
God, if I get like that, beat the hell out of me. Take that 2x4 and smack me across the mouth.
Oh, you freaking know it.
You better keep me rolling straight. We've got a BBC News article here.
This is my weather update. So I got about 5 different segments for this. For the weather today.
All right.
It's bad out there.
So I like this. It's taking it easy on Monday nights. Let's just go through here.
Mellow Monday.
Mellow Monday.
So
Ow!
This is after Etta.
This is after Etta. This is Eileen's home was ruined by a storm. Etta in Honduras. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
Picture your house being like this. What will you do? Where would you go? You don't know anything about that. Like, you can imagine, like, I wasn't even able to imagine, like, if this happens to me, what I'm gonna do. I didn't even recognize it. Yeah, there was a structure. There was still a ceiling. But there was mud everywhere. It stinks. When I got into my house, wow, it was stuff from the kitchen was in the bathrooms, and I was like, how this even got in here? I don't know, like, I don't know. I barely remember right now. The TV, everything was not like nothing left. late at night. We were not like really able to see anything. It was raining real hard, and my family were like going here, going there, checking the rivers, moving, from one place to another.
Holy smokes.
I grabbed my computer, I put it on the car. Then I was like, okay, some clothes, because you have to think fast. When we were at the car, water started coming from the back of my house. Take this, take that, take the dogs, and dogs were not showing up. Like, we were calling them. The house was, it was so dark. Even the lights were like going down and everything. It was crazy. It was kind of a movie, I described it.
And we think we got problems.
Yeah, we think we have problems. And, okay, so the latest hurricane ever on record was like November 10th, and it hit Cuba. But this was years and years and years ago. So now here we are. We've got 2 more lined up. So this one just, finished up. And now we've got Iota, which is literally killing people as we speak.
Wouldn't you think it would be better for this nation, the United States, to put their best foot forward instead of blowing countries up, is to go down and help these people, help all these people? And that's where we should be using the military, not to shore up the ability to take other countries' resources. I don't know.
Well, and how many are going to be displaced that'll be climate refugees, that are climate refugees, that we have to accept that it's happening,
Yeah, the climate, it's a catastrophe. It's not going to end soon, our friend.
Well, no, it's not going to end soon. So the next 2 or 3 clips keep going.
All right, let's go for some more.
So this was 4 hours.
That was what?
This was 4 hours ago that this was taken.
4 hours, okay.
Yeah, human, I got it.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Look at that.
I'm running.
Huh?
Could I be running?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'd be running too. And who knows, the power in those power lines, if they fell and they hit that water on the ground, it would fry you, wouldn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's just so many dangers. Look at the wind whipping right there. That was a power line that just came down.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy. And is this Honduras too, or?
No, that was San Andreas Island.
San Andreas
apparently took a full-on brunt.
Holy smokes. And then we've got, what's this, a dam?
Oh, this one's interesting. China, one of their dams has got some major cracks in it.
Oh, my gosh.
Three major cracks have been revealed in China's colossal Three Gorges Dam, just days after engineers closed the dam's sluice gates and began filling a 640-kilometer-long reservoir. Pan Jiazhong, head of the dam's inspection group, said, "If water enters these cracks, there could be negative effects, so we are fixing them very carefully." However, he denied that the cracks, up to 10 meters long, mean that the dam is seriously damaged. Experts contacted by New Scientist agree, saying a catastrophic failure is unlikely. It's a statistical fact that most dam failures occur on first filling. But the Chinese are very competent engineers, so I would not be overly concerned, says Richard Cox, a dam supervising engineer for the UK Environment Agency. However, the stakes are high. If the dam did collapse, the floodwaters would cause immense damage along the densely populated Yangtze Valley. The reservoir already holds a vast amount of water, being 560 kilometers long and up to 135 meters deep. Pan said that the dam would face its first real test as the annual summer floods sweep down the Yangtze River. Earlier he told the Three Gorges project inspectors that the 39 billion cubic meters of water stored in the reservoir would be the real examiners of the dam's strength. Floods, earthquakes and landslides would show no mercy if mistakes were made, he added. Concrete cooling cracks in the dam were first revealed in March 2002. Engineers sealed these, but some of the fissures have since reopened. The cracks are almost certainly the result of uneven cooling in the concrete structure of the dam, says one expert who has visited the Three Gorges project. Rodney Bridle, an engineer on the governing committee of the British Dam Society, explains that when concrete sets, it generates significant amounts of heat. The surface then cools and shrinks faster than the core. In effect, the interior is bigger than exterior, he told New Scientist. This generates long vertical cracks in the middle of the dam. They are normally just grouted up. The problems with the Three Gorges Dam sound normal to me. The project's engineers went to extraordinary lengths during the dam's construction to ensure even cooling. The cement component of concrete is responsible for generating the heat when it solidifies, so almost half of the cement in the concrete was replaced with fly ash. The concrete was blasted with air at -5 degrees centigrade during mixing and then cooled to 12 degrees centigrade prior to pouring. The dam was also crisscrossed with a network of cooling pipes. And finally, the engineers shrouded in the entire dam an artificial fog to shield it from sunlight.
So when it goes, you'll know why. That's basically what I came up with.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's real crazy.
Oh, you got the bees eating your
Yeah,
brain.
I don't know. I'm going to have to do something with the lighting. This is just one of the...
Bees are eating your brain.
They're eating my brain.
So
Yes,
I don't
they
believe
are.
anything that the CCP says. So who knows? This dam could be ready to go at any time, you know.
Yeah, it really could be, so...
But I thought that was interesting, you know, Joey probably
Yeah, I don't even know where...
knows where that is, what it is.
Where was that, actually? Do you know?
It's the Three Gorge Dam. Is that what it's called?
Three Gorges Dam. I'll have to ask
Three
her where
Gorges
that is. It's, yeah, wow, crazy, 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 crazy.
But look at all that flooding. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Okay, so that's enough of the depressing weather.
Yeah, let's get some good stuff.
And it's been shitty everywhere else. I mean, it's been raining here for days and days.
Yeah, it has. It's, you know, again, COVID, lightning, thunder, hurricanes, volcanoes, earthquakes. It's just a cheery day in the neighborhood as usual.
Oh my.
We've got I got a Jimmy here for
Oh,
the
yeah. Yay, a vaccine that I want nothing to do with.
Yeah, well, you know, let's hear what they've got to say. Pfizer's on top of it. I hear Moderna's got one.
Because I trust Pfizer.
Yeah, really. They're a really trustworthy company.
Don't be quick to trust Big Pharma here. This is from Public Citizen. Releasing this, they're a think tank that doesn't take corporate money. Public Citizens are the good guys. Don't be quick to trust Big Pharma here. Releasing preliminary and incomplete clinical trial data by press release is terrible science. Until this vaccine candidate receives independent review, we should temper our expectations. That's exactly right. In other words, until folks that don't have a massive financial incentive for this thing to work take a look at it, don't get your hopes up. Man, whoever thought turning healthcare into a massive profit center would backfire? Whoever thought that? I wonder why no other industrialized nation in the world goes about health and medicine the way we do. I wonder why. Natalie Scher tweets out, I don't know if Pfizer's preliminary claim of 90% efficacy is accurate, but I do know that they have every incentive to hype their vax as much as possible. And it's extremely effed that consequential public health messaging is coming through a corporate filter. Ding, ding. FYI, Fox News poll, 72% of people in America are
for Medicare for all.
Or for Medicare for all.
For
yeah,
Medicare for
right. And, you know, I saw Bernie was on CNN, I think, earlier today, and he was talking about that statistic. And Fox News tore him apart. Oh, you socialists, you frickin' commies. And anybody who went on that Fox News and posted positively, they just deleted the comment. So it was all just a bunch of, you know, Trumpers in there screaming about, you know, democracy and kill the commies and blah, blah. But they pushed back on Bernie saying that, well, the next question you ask them is if they want to pay for it. And that's when the statistic drops because none of them want to pay for it.
Yeah, well, they're just going to keep gaslighting us on that. And
yeah, but I find it quite ironic that you're looking at two people sitting on a couch that are probably making a couple mil easy, right?
Yep.
That or probably have full health coverage from the news station or wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, preaching to people who don't have health care that who's going to pay for it.
Well, again, I might have health care today, but I'm trying to think of everybody that needs health care today and won't have it tomorrow because of our representatives. So.
Oh, Rich Diana says it's 300 miles west of Wuhan that the dam is.
Wuhan. Okay.
Wuhan.
Yeah.
And it would be devastating if it broke, right?
Yeah, we're very familiar with Canton, but not so much with Wuhan. You got Sky News here. Did they send up another missile?
Oh gosh, no. We actually sent. Well, yeah, we did send up some more, but that report's after this one. So we actually sent the first commercial astronauts into space this week.
Commercial? What do you mean? They're making commercials or what?
No, like they're being paid like they don't work for the government. I mean, NASA was hand in hand, but this is Elon's project.
Oh, this is Elon Musk. I hear he's
Yeah,
got tested positive for COVID.
No, he tested positive twice, but he tested negative twice too. all
Oh,
on the same
okay.
day.
Well, God loves the tests. So here
Gotta
we go.
love the tests.
3, 2,
Pretty.
1, 0. Ignition.
A landmark liftoff, launching a new era of space exploration.
And resilience rises. Not even gravity contains humanity when we explore as one for all.
And NASA's return to routine missions, thanks to an astronomical outsourcing deal. SpaceX is a private company contracted to fly astronauts to and from the International Space Station. And that's where this rocket is heading.
And you see that stage separation has confirmed. There goes that MVAC engine.
Everybody is so fired up. They're so excited about this mission, but we're not done yet. We need to keep going. That spacecraft's out there with those 4 precious crew members on them, and we're going to get them safely to the International Space Station tomorrow, right?
And we've got shutdown of the second stage engine on time.
The crew, 3 American and 1 Japanese, will spend 6 months on board, orbiting the Earth. Among them, Commander Victor Glover, soon to become the first black crew member of the International Space Station.
And separation confirmed.
This is a great day for the United States of America and a great day for Japan. And we look forward to many more years of a great partnership, not just in low Earth orbit, but all the way to the moon.
The crew have named their capsule Resilience, reflecting the hardships of the global pandemic, now far below them. NASA retired its shuttles in 2011 and had relied on the Russians for rides. That's why this mission is a giant leap for both the future of NASA and commercial space travel. Laura Bundock, Sky News.
Do they know that the planet's burning up by any chance?
Right. So there were so many things about this. Okay, I was raised in the 70s and 80s, right? It was embedded in us American children to look to space. The space was the final frontier. It was our future. They would wheel in TVs and we would watch the launches live from, I remember this from like 78 on. And then, of course, that horrific moment when we watched the Challenger blow up in our faces. I think I was in the 2nd grade,
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell just happened? And the teacher's like, I don't know. And, it was very traumatizing for all of the American kids that watched that live.
Yeah.
But, and then what happened in the 90s to NASA,
Yeah.
We just kind of stopped pursuing it, or maybe they stopped reporting on it. So a little bit of me wants to be excited that, we're out there and we're finally doing what I thought we would do years and years ago. But then the first black man in space.
Really?
We've been in space for how fucking long?
Yeah, what's the
And that's
deal?
That's a first one? That's shameful. I'm so ashamed.
Yeah, well, again, yeah, it's the optics of that is crazy. I don't know. I think we should take care of Mother Earth before we, invest all this.
Right, but I think that they just know that Mother Earth is beyond fucked. And there's no way we're going to fix it, especially with the greed of the global elite. So fuck it, let's just move to Mars.
Well, is that what this is all about?
I seriously think that's what Elon's
is
trying
it a Noah's Ark to Mars? Is that what it is? I don't get it.
Well, yeah, they're going to have a stop off at the moon.
These are supposed to be smart people. Are we missing the boat? Are we?
They're militarizing space, and that's what's next. So this next clip In the same week, we had another rocket launched out of China.
Okay, so they're militarizing the space. Let me see. Where's that?
Well, that's
clip?
what we had to have Space Force.
Oh God, this is this is our
Force.
friend over at RT, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he got to say.
Well, China has launched the first experimental 6G satellite in a plan to roll out the next ultra-fast network technology
6G?
in 10 years. China,
It's already
that's
up there.
where they're dominant. Technology. Here's RT's John Huddy.
The University of Electronic Science and Technology of China, along with the Chinese Embassy in the U.S. and Chinese state media, posted this video of a rocket carrying 13 satellites into orbit November 6th. Among them, a 6G testing satellite. It will reportedly test the technology of terahertz waves in space. Essentially, terahertz waves are high-frequency radiation, allowing data to travel at 50 gigabits a second, or 100 times faster than today's wireless technology. China is reportedly working with telecommunication specialists from other universities, institutions, and corporations worldwide to study the new technology to see if it works. The University of Electronic Science and Technology of China's website says it has educational and research collaborations with other universities worldwide, including a dozen American universities, though it's unclear if any Americans are involved in this project. Speaking of America, though, it's likely China's latest rocket launch has the attention of the U.S. government as well, considering the rocket also carried 10 other satellites with remote sensing technology to reportedly be used for crop disaster management and forest fire prevention, along with 2 other satellites to be used for in-orbit experiments such as laser data transmission and Earth observation. China is upping its space race by launching 32 rockets so far this year and could hit 40 by the end of the year. China led the world in launches both in 2018.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
What could possibly go wrong with that? You know, I've been working, and I know this is a very controversial subject. 5G is dangerous. 5G is not dangerous.
Oh, God.
My best friend's a doctor, and she works with responsible physicians' responsibility across the country. And when you've got hundreds and hundreds of doctors saying, put on the brakes, let's test this a little bit before we roll it out to the whole population, I tend to believe them because that's what I've been taught. Listen to the people who know. And so I've worked a lot of educational booths at fairs and street fairs and, you know, things over the years, trying to educate people at what 5G is. And, you know, just, I'm not saying stop 5G. Let's just study it. Let's study a little bit of this stuff before we roll it out. But no, we've known about 6G for a long time. 5G is old news, old news.
Yeah, but what about?
But we can't welcome in the fourth revolutionary industrial, you know, without it. So the Internet of Everything can't work without it.
Yeah, what about high frequency radiation is a bad thing? I can't. Oh my gosh. Anyway, here's a shout out.
No, this is more about war, is what that is.
Yeah, it is. And sure, they're going to use those rockets. They're going to use those rockets for forest management.
Yeah. They probably say that to get the grants, because did you see those colleges?
Yep.
It was like the University of Missoula, you know.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Caltech.
I don't know. I'm losing my crap.
So I added a jukebox to our dive bar.
Oh, okay. Melania's got a holiday album?
Yeah. So I added it to our jukebox. It's Melania Fuck Christmas, a holiday album, and it features such classics as A White Power Christmas, All I Want for Christmas is a Divorce, and I'm the New Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, this is an Onion thing. I'm sorry. I thought you were dead serious there for a minute. God, don't do that to me. It's Monday.
Don't you remember the video where she was like,
yeah,
I don't want to do fucking Christmas?
I don't care. Yeah, I honestly, guys, honestly, you know, this is Monday. We're having a slow start to the week. We're taking it easy. We're kicked back. But I've got to tell you, you know, this interview that Jimmy did with Ro Khanna.
Told you. It was good.
This was insane. If we could just have journalists and reporters ask the questions that Jimmy...
More than one. More than just Jimmy.
And say what you want about Jimmy. I mean, he's angry, he's whatever. But he's asking the questions that I don't hear coming from anybody else. He's lucky he got the interview. This is Access Media.
I don't
done
know
right.
if Roe will come on again.
I don't
for a
think he
while.
will because he got burned down pretty good, but he handled it relatively well. Anyway, let me play the clip for everybody, and you can, if you saw it, great. If you didn't, here's a snippet.
So, okay, here's a question no one else will ask you. So, at the beginning of the pandemic, the leadership of both parties pushed through the CARES Act, right? So despite a few pieces of window dressing for regular people, this was the biggest upward transfer of wealth to the 1% in the history of the human race. And all the progressives, including Bernie Sanders and the squad, went along and voted for this. So
I voted for it, yeah.
And Pelosi put it to a voice vote to protect everybody from going on the record for or against. So when history calls upon them to oppose oligarchy and a corrupt system, what is the point of having elected progressives in power if they just go along and follow orders from their party leadership anyway?
Oh, that was not following orders. It was a tough decision. Look, I grant you that there was too much of an excess giveaway to large corporations and large businesses. But remember, it also had a $1,200 check for families. It also had increased funding for small businesses, for restaurants, for people who were hurting. It increased unemployment insurance and gave extra $600 a week plus the unemployment extension. So there were a lot of things in there that did help working families and small businesses. We can argue whether the balance, you should have voted no or yes, and I think on balance it helped more than it hurt. But that was the rationale.
So we won't argue because there's nothing to argue about. You all voted for the largest upward transfer of wealth in the history of human race. Everybody knew it was coming who knew anything, who read it's just shock doctrine because this is exactly what they did in 2008. Is exactly what they did it this time with like in a week and a half. It took them a few months last time, but this time they knew they got it down. They did it right away, and they got all of you to go along with it. And so they used that window dressing, that bullshit $1,200 and the unemployment extension, so you guys could hide behind that, and that was horrible what you did.
But Jimmy, you don't think that made a difference in people's lives? I'm sure you know people who got $1,200 or the unemployment extension.
So of course, Ro, that's exactly the bullshit line that's why that's in there. So you can come on here and say that while you voted for the largest upward transfer of wealth in the history of the human race during a crisis without giving health care to people and using your leverage. That's the only time that the progressives had any leverage, and you totally rolled over for the machine.
I agree with the healthcare point. I do think that that's a fair point, and we tried to fight, but maybe we could have fought in other ways. But the idea that we had the worst healthcare crisis, certainly in my lifetime, and the logical response would be, okay, let's extend healthcare, and that we have had no extension of healthcare coverage. I mean, other than saying that coronavirus treatment is free, is a failure. I mean, I will grant you that. I mean, usually in America when there's crisis, we have a response, and I think a logical response would have been healthcare. But when you're saying the greatest upward transfer of wealth, what specifically in the $2 trillion are you pointing to? Are you
what does he not get about that?
The grants that went to the corporations, or what specifically about that package?
Well, basically the CARES Act. Well, there's the multiplier also on it, which brings it up somewhere closer to $4 or $5 trillion that got funneled upward to the wealthiest 1,000 oligarchs in the country. Basically, that's what happened. So that.
Sickening. It's sickening, they capitulate every time they get there, and then, oh, well, we have to toe the line. We have to help people, and so we'll give them these breadcrumbs,
There's nobody I can cite in Congress really who is working for the 99%, working for the people. They're working for the military-industrial complex, the fossil fuel companies, the pharmaceutical companies. They are not working for the 99%, and they're certainly not working for the best interests of our military itself, the troops.
We're going to push them left. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna hold their feet to the fire. Bullshit. I mean,
somebody needs to lay a deuce in his driveway.
God, Matt, how do you do that without a hat, buddy?
Matt ends up wearing a hat a lot of the time.
I know, he is. He's like me, but I got worse hair envy. What is this about?
Well, he's younger.
He's young.
This is an interview that he did on RT 2 days ago.
All right, let's hear from Matt. I respect this guy. He said things that others won't.
Yep.
And the idea that he might not leave is
thrilling to and horrifying to consider for a lot
Well,
of
what is it, a
audiences.
Hollywood mentality? I mean, obviously, 40 million people in the United States will not be able to eat tonight without your SNAP food stamp program. Does that not concern these people that are conjuring up this sort of political thriller on January the 20th?
Well, again, the what leads the news is dictated by, you know, a handful of people in New York, Washington, and LA who run the biggest news organizations. As we saw, once again, with these results, you know, the press and the political class have a bit of a disconnect in terms of understanding where most people are in this country. So, yeah, it's not surprising.
And when it comes to the existential threat, say, of climate change, all these people celebrating a Biden victory, what do they think is going to happen vis-a-vis fracking under a Biden presidency?
Well, the assumption that you get from Democrats when you ask about that issue is, well, no matter what, he'll be better than Trump, right? which is kind of the blanket response to almost any policy issue when you get right down to it. But, you know, there isn't a whole lot of evidence in the background of, you know, this type of Democrat that's you know, that's occupied the head of the party since the Clinton years, that they're really very strong on environmental issues, and they're always going to listen to their donors ahead of, you know, other people on issues like that.
And is it just hopelessly naive for anyone watching from the global south, this interview, that if Biden was an African leader, he might be at the ICC for colluding in wars that have killed, wounded, or displaced tens of millions, and that could be the president of the United States in January?
Well, I think any American president could be brought up on over issues like that. I think it's only the preeminence of the United States as a military power around the world that prevents that kind of thing from happening. Biden's role in a lot of those wars that we've had over the last couple of decades, again, to most Americans, it's inconsequential because the larger issue is he beat Trump.
He beat Trump.
He beat Trump. He beat Trump.
He beat Trump. Yeah.
He beat Trump. It don't matter what wars we're going to be in.
Yeah, and that's
or that Julian Assange is still sitting in Belmarsh prison rotting.
Yeah, I mean, we still election integrity, more wars, more famine, more storms. It's always great news. Not so.
It's the dive. That's
you know. It's the
there's
dive.
Nothing good on the internet.
And show me some other. What is this?
I get locked down, but I get up again.
And you got the toilet tissue in your shit. Leonardo, is that Leonardo?
Leonardo stuffing his shirt with rolls of toilet paper.
God, he doesn't have to do that. I saw him with his shirt off at the beach the other day, and he's kind of like starting to get those things.
I got to admit, I checked my toilet paper supply this week.
Oh, you did?
I did. Like, maybe I should put a call out to somebody going to Costco.
Oh shit! I've been eyeballing my hose sprinkler handle. So that's.
Well, in the midst of it, in March, when it was so bad, because I live on a peninsula and everything is trucked in here. We'll be without food within a week of deliveries stopping. So we couldn't get toilet paper for like a month.
Yeah, you're like,
and so we had to get paper towels and wet wipes and Kleenex and
all those nasty things. You're like Alaska up there in where you're at.
We are. Well, yeah. The next stop is Alaska if you go through the water.
Oh, okay. Well, at least know that you'll get it before Alaska. What is this? I gave you that. I didn't mean for you to put it on the show.
Oh, come on. It's funny. We make fun of it. It's fun to watch the Republicans making fun of the Dems because I actually identify with a lot of the stuff that they say.
Yeah, United Spot's just about as bad with graphics as I am, but they are fucking funny. So.
Oh, I'm so excited for what we got coming up.
All right. Yeah, we got to talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, kid. Yeah? I need you to go into the future and defeat the Democrats coming this Christmas and lead us not into temptation.
Oh, Jesus.
But deliver us
literally
from evil. In a country filled with corruption, we need a hero to save America.
Yeah, like that's
Now remember, Chuck, first we create a crisis. Then we declare a state of emergency. Then we undermine the election. We make the rule of law irrelevant. And finally, we rule by executive order. America needs a hero. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Hey, Trump! And a hero needs a country to protect. This is my country. I have to protect it. Hey, Trump, we're here to help you. Yeah, Trump, we're here to help you. From the creators of Make America Great Again. How you doing? Ow! Comes the most American family movie. You guys give up? Or you thirsty for more? The Russia thing didn't work, shucks. And we couldn't impeach him either. And the virus was a flop too. Well, what do we do now? I got it. What? Election fraud. This December, a hero defends his country. Hey, Nancy, I'm eating all your ice cream. You better come out and impeach me. Shucks, he's eating all my ice cream. Nancy, don't go in there. It's a trap. We've been looking for you two for a long time. You ain't got nothing on that. Yeah, we don't know anything about election fraud. Shut up, Chuck. Damn you, Trump. Bye-bye, Nancy.
I don't know what's funnier about that, the fact that the Democrats are actually like that, or that the Republicans actually think that Trump is like this.
Oh my God, that's delusion 101 to me.
I love Nancy's laugh on this. It's hilarious.
Yeah, she's I
house drinker.
I almost wanted to say, and your little dog too. So
we'll have to do that on our own. Yeah, we're getting ready to start doing some deep fake and animation.
We're gonna have some fun. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die laughing. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, there you go. What is this? I can't read it. What is it?
This was a food bank line collecting food in Texas. Lockdowns are coming. Everyone can see it. It takes the time to get prepared. A little bit of preparation and planning goes a long ways. Don't be scared. Be prepared. But there was miles and miles and miles of people waiting to get a box of food today. And
that was from today.
Yeah,
that's a food
Texas.
bank line.
That's a food bank line, and on Facebook, there's videos of it everywhere. I've seen probably 10 videos of it.
So it's not fake. It's
no, it's not fake.
It's really food
bank.
People are. Oh my God, that should sound the alarm for everybody. That kind of stuff. Oh, and was he? Oh, God.
I found this so funny because there's just so much irony in it. I won the election, and then official sources called the election differently. So he got fact checked, right?
Yeah.
And then Ryan Knight comes in and says, "You lost the election. The Democrats only rig elections against Bernie."
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, there's so much irony and bullshit in that.
As much as I agree with Ryan on so many levels, I think that the general election, both of them are fully capable of rigging it any way they want. So. It's pretty bad. Did I miss this or?
Yeah, I was gonna say no. There was one above this.
Yeah, there was one above this. This is that.
Okay, so today or no, go back.
Go back. Okay, go back.
So, I think it was today or yesterday. Trump is looking at auctioning off oil drilling rights in Alaska in the wilderness of the Arctic Circle. And he's got to do it before Biden takes office. But do you really think that Biden wouldn't do it?
No, I think Biden would very well do it. Didn't Obama open up the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Obama's the first one to open it up.
Yeah.
So what does it matter if he gets it through before he gets...
I don't know. He could only... I don't even know how that works, but that's insane. Let's just piss on the planet some more. So.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, well...
So, and the next picture is, of course, the glaciers. So...
What glaciers? What that looks like?
This is in Alaska.
That looks like a '60s picture there.
Right, that does look like a '60s picture, and then a more modern picture.
And then they're all melted.
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
You can definitely see it's the same mountain range.
Yeah, I get it. It's for sure a little bit further back on the angle.
So yeah, let's do some drilling and punch a few more holes in the earth. What does it matter?
Yeah. What does it matter? We got a Wipey Award. You found a Wipey Award?
I did find a Wipey Award. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, let's see who it is. Wipey Award goes to
one of your faves,
Peter Dow. I'm being told it's still too soon to criticize Democratic leaders. Does anyone have a schedule of when it's okay to hold politicians accountable? Yeah, Peter, we're so glad you came into the light. We wish we would have done it sooner. But yeah, a YP award goes to Peter. That's sponsored by the New York Slimes and all their horse shit they try and propaganda us with. So,
Good point, Mariana. She says if Trump does it, Biden doesn't get blamed for it.
yeah, there you go. Hi, Mariana. And I didn't say hi to Auntie Ann and Jeffrey Denton
Auntie
and Brett
Ann and
McKinney.
Barbara Bartleson.
Barbara Bartleson,
Oh,
yeah.
summer number 5.
Mariana, come to the meeting Thursday night. It concerns you too. So
Oh, yeah. We got a meeting Thursday night. We would love to have
We
you
would love
there.
to
Oh,
have
and
you
I
there.
want to give a shout out to Snork. I hear he's under the weather.
Yeah, Snorky. We hope
Mitchell.
you come back real soon. Hope everything's fine. We miss you. You wizard, you. This is Warm Beer Lousy Service. Let's see. What do we got
This
here?
is the dive.
This is the dive. This is the dive. Me with my dog after you guys take the vaccine. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Jesus. That's
I did envision you and,
Yeah.
Dharma.
Dharma and Missy. Yeah, that would be it. Joey would be there saying, "Eat some weeds. It's better for you than
Yeah,
the damn
eat dandelions.
Eat dandelions." That's from like the Omega Man. Isn't that the I Am Legend movie? Is that
I
what
Am
that-
Legend. I love that movie.
Yeah, I do too. I was sad what happened to the doggy in that though.
Right.
What is
right.
this? Is this?
This is what the Oval Office looks like the day after Trump leaves.
Oh, really? I thought they were just prepping it for Biden with the blow up doll in there.
The
Isn't that?
blow-up doll.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, you're so funny. You're so
Oh, yeah.
funny. This is so now cocaine is legal in Oregon, but straws aren't. And that must be frustrating. Anyway, I got a remedy for that from the old days. If anybody,
Right.
if anybody needs,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
yeah. I mean, is cocaine legal in Oregon now?
Yes.
God, I need to get out more. I didn't know that.
Well, I think that, it's like personal use. So if you get caught with more than an amount that you could distribute, then yeah, you
Can
still
you-
get charged.
can you get
And
it?
of course, the feds always have overlords. So the DEA could come in there and still be busting people.
So can I get that at $5 Friday at Safeway or what?
$5 Fridays.
No, okay.
Yes, all drugs are legal here, Jordan Allen says.
They are legal. I grew up in Portland. And back in the day, it was like paranoia because I was smoking in a dirty old joint that's been sitting around for a year.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go to prison for
Yeah,
years
oh my
for that.
God, I'm smoking a joint. I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, shit. Anyway, speaking of about the war and who owns everything, Abby Martin lays it out pretty clear here again. So those of you who want to pass this along, I don't know, but she nails it. It's not about anything but what she says right here. Let's give her a listen. And let's see if we can hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Council heard a report from the United States. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo issued a statement claiming that the U.S., quote, has been and always will be a leader in transparent, rights-respecting governance. Funny claim for a country that has literally subverted the human rights of tens of millions of people around the world at the whim of U.S. imperialism. The U.S. government has installed some of the most brutal regimes in history and continues to prop up the worst human rights violators in the world. Pompeo went on to claim that, quote, respect for human rights is intrinsic to our national identity, as reflected in our own founding documents. In reality, the founding documents of the United States sanctioned the institution of slavery and genocide against Native people. And its own population is routinely denied the economic and social rights enshrined in the UN's Declaration of Human Rights. This is the doublespeak propaganda game of the U.S. empire. While they engage in all the criminal actions we've outlined in just 1 week, they have the audacity to stand before the world pretending to do the opposite.
Yeah, God, I love her. She's looking marvelous after
Yeah, having a baby. Would she have a little boy or a
having a
little
baby
girl?
during a riot.
Yeah, I would think so. I get it.
Yeah.
Bringing a child into the world in this day and age, I don't know. Maybe that's a hopeful thing, but I don't. My daughter's not going to do it. So,
Well, I found out today I'm going to be a grandma again.
well, happy Grandma's Day again. So
Can't say I'm thrilled about it. I'm sad.
now, yeah, it is. It is sad, and I'm not going to make light of it. But Jesus, you got a lot of grandkids the way it is, right?
I do. This will be my 4th.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, that just makes me fight harder, you know?
Yeah, it does. It makes us fight harder.
I don't want them to not have clean air or clean food or clean water, you know, or a means to take care of themselves. And
Yeah.
that's all we're leaving them.
Yeah, we're going out swinging. We're going to do our thing. To expand on Abby Martin's thing, I picked this up. Ryan Knight put it on Twitter yesterday. And let's not forget this. This is it. She nails it. This is it. No matter how you feel about these people,
shame on the U.S.
This is it.
That's part of what makes us special as Americans. Unlike the old empires. Come on, let us shoot. We don't make these sacrifices for territory or for resources. We do it because it's right.
We see these beautiful pictures at
Jesus
night.
Christ.
I am tempted to quote the great Leonard Cohen, I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons.
What changed last night?
I think Donald Trump became president of the United States. He talked about international norms, international rules, about America's role in enforcing justice in the world.
This is...
It's a weapon. The media is a weapon of the empire.
The disinformation being hidden behind the facade of a free press and a free media generally.
All the pundits interviewed currently have ties to military and intelligence contractors, investment firms with a significant defense or intelligence focus.
There's no hidden mystery about it. There's no conspiracy about it. They wait till what's fed out to them. They're not the watchdogs of democracy. They're the lapdogs of the national security state.
The corporate media, it's corporate. And so the forces of neoliberalism that control the financial markets or anything else control them too.
They've said it before and it turned out to be an absolute lie in Iraq, in Libya.
I was the CIA director. We lied, we cheated, we stole. It reminds you of the glory of the American experiment.
Do it because it's right.
Wow, that was a hell of a report, Oz.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts, redneck economics. Since they love war so much, they should try fighting one sometimes.
Exactly, send your own
Yeah,
kids.
that asshole over at MSNBS, what was that guy's name that said the beauty of our rockets?
Brian Williams.
Brian Williams. That guy, I'd like to set him down and watch how many people get mutilated in one of these damn wars, and then he can sing his song about how beautiful those rockets. He got 6 months suspension for his bullshit. Oh, I took fire or whatever. Just like Hillary, I took fire. You know, and again, we're right. We're with the people, the 99%. All these assholes are the 1%, you guys. You all know it. They don't give a shit about anything except their power and their money and everything else. They talk the game, but it's people are wising up.
Well, they've proven time and time again. It doesn't matter who's in the Oval Office. The military-industrial complex rules the world.
Yeah.
Whatever they want to do, these presidents bend for. So they're just puppets, and it doesn't really matter. It's political theater.
They've outsourced all the jobs that these military people could have had instead of having to go into the goddamn military. And, you know, I'm with the Veterans for Peace as well. So I'm not shitting on my sisters and brothers out there at all. I'm just saying it the way it is. I mean, Smedley Butler, war's a racket, and these fuckers are going to profit off of it any way they can, no matter how much blood's spilled. Sorry, I'm getting kind of burnt and pissed, but when I see that kind of shit, that video right there is tantamount to watching the coffins come back from Vietnam, and I got to watch it. I didn't understand because I was so small. But now they don't even show the coffins coming back. They just it's on the 16th page under the sports section, you know, if they have anything. So yeah, shame on the USA, shame on the mass media, the fourth fucking estate. You're fucking failure. Excuse my F word. Jesus Christ, that makes me mad. So again, let's lighten it up before Oz's head pops.
No, that was heavy and pissed. Yeah, that's That's the bottom line. It doesn't fucking matter if it was Biden or Trump.
Yeah, that's
Trump
what you're going to
proved
get.
That he couldn't even pull him back.
That's what you're going to get. Now, I agree. Trump, you want to do something?
Don't
Trump?
even get me started on Cheney, man. That motherfucker. Comes from the deepest depths of hell.
He didn't get to speak at the Democratic convention this time. They'll have him next time. So
next time
with his Jarvik.
Maybe they'll get Mitch McConnell next time.
Yeah, they'll have his pig heart in there doing it. So anyway, let's go to Jamie Spanks.
I brought this for Chris. I don't know if she's with us tonight. She's probably in bed, but I'm sure she'll watch the playback. This is when California's moved to Utah.
Oh, cool. With the, like I said in the green room, with the MAVs, the Mormon assault vehicles.
Utah, or should I say, Blue-Tah. Stockton to Malone. Probably have to tear those down. Look at all this land. So much space for tents. These statues just aren't inclusive to Greg Ostertag. Why is the air so clean here? Can't be good for you. Utah jazz is my favorite music. Utah is home to a very diverse population of white people. High elevation and low taxes. We can flip those around. You know, Utah spelled backwards is hate you, which I hear a lot. So I feel welcome here. Utah! I'm here! Ooh, it is chilly here. Reminds me of NorCal. Check it out. They're already building the firearms return center that I ordered. Beautiful mountains. They'd be even prettier with some condos on them.
Hey, friend. Welcome to Utah, brother.
A local Utahnian.
What the fudge are you talking about?
If you're from Utah, don't you have like 12 kids?
Yeah, well, I'd rather have 12 kids than a 12% tax rate.
Hey, pretty soon it's not going to be 12%, okay? It's going to be 16%.
You think California has the best nature? We have 5 national parks.
Okay, but we have 9 national parks.
Okay, but how many are you even allowed to go to right now?
I just have to check with Gavin Newsom first.
You should sue him like we're doing with our governor.
You can't sue a god.
You're part of the LDS?
Oh, you mean LSD? I'm down to microdose.
Well, I microdose fry sauce every day.
Fry sauce is just an in-out spread that's never gotten laid.
Well, that's because it's waiting for marriage.
Shouldn't you be on a mission right now?
Yeah, my mission is to make you go home.
What?
Actually, here, take this.
Hey, I respect your beliefs, man, but I'm not taking a pamphlet.
Actually, no, it's not a pamphlet. It's a roadmap to get back to San Francisco.
Hey, fellas, there's enough negativity and fighting in this world already, man. You, stop moving to other places and trying to instill your beliefs in others while also voting the same way that you did in the place that made you originally want to leave. And you, just because this guy is an absolute tool doesn't mean that everybody from California is that same stereotypical type. Maybe try having a longer discussion with people to break through stereotypes to help foster an environment where new people can thrive. There's a way we can all get along and make this country truly great and prosperous while respecting each other's differences of opinions and beliefs.
And that was our public service announcement for this evening.
It was cute. Yeah, I lived in Salt Lake on and off my whole life, so I relate. But I also live in a retirement community that's being flooded by Californians, so I totally relate.
Oh God, I love that. Now, what did he say about the weapons return center in Utah? Is
weapon return center.
What the hell was that? Anyway,
that'll go over real well in Salt Lake.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Jesus,
I'm down to microdose. Yeah, me too. I'm going to Oregon.
Jack Daniels in a semi-automatic weapon. That's Utah. So, one of my favorite segments.
Fee says. So every closing on the dive, we do a Fee says. So Fee says. Progressives are so busy hating Trumpers that they fail to realize they're both being screwed by the system. Instead of going after the oligarchs, they focus on attacking powerless and ignorant people. It took one election cycle for the Democrats to turn progressives into liberals.
Oh my God! Yeah, Fee. Yeah, this is we gave Fee this spot because against so many barriers out there, she's speaking her talk, she's speaking her walk, she's doing it, and she deserves it. And again, there's a lot of other people that we're working with that deserves a spot. So I expect to have a Joy Says.
We're just getting fired up. We're just getting started. This is like the first week of moving in.
We're unpacking and doing lots of fun stuff. So we're gonna have.
We aren't liberals.
No, we're not. We're gonna have a Bat Says. Is that Bat the Batman fan?
I love how Pasta says that we're left of Stalin.
We're left of Stalin. We're left of Stalin. I think I'm just me. I'm just me going out.
Right. I'm just me too. my ideas aren't that radical, and neither are any of yours. We know that that is not the case. We're just being told that that's the case by the mainstream media and the politicians and the oligarchs and the greedy corporations.
Yeah, just keep us all divided. You know, the other people with other different ideas and stuff, they're keeping us divided. I think they even talked about that today on a couple of shows. That's the game. To keep us all divided from talking to our conservatives or libertarians or whatever label they're wearing. Even communities, identity communities, they're keeping us all divided through hate and gaslighting and everything else. I want to stop that shit. Because
I had a former Trump supporter stop by this morning and bring me a loaf of banana bread and a case of Diet Pepsi, which was very sweet, just out of the blue. But I know she voted for Trump, supported Trump years ago. So I stuck my head out and I said, I'm really sorry they ripped Trump off. And she goes, oh no, I'm glad Biden won. But I don't want to see that woman being president, and that woman will be president. And I was just like, I can't even have a conversation.
Now, if I pronounce her, is that Kamala?
Yeah, but she wouldn't say it. She would just say that woman.
That woman, huh?
That
okay.
woman.
Yeah. Well,
So I was like, okay, I don't know if it's a win that she's off of Trump or what. But that's the mindset of these people that are programmed by Fox TV and CNN and MSNBS. So.
Yeah, all those. Yeah, Osama. I would go clean stalls for Chris. She's a sweetheart.
Oh, Chris.
We love Chris. Yeah, absolutely. Just quickly, we are working on some really fun stuff, and we keep saying this, and it's going to drop one of these days. We're going to try and do the United Spot thing, except we're going to try and do it a lot better. Cleaner, more fun. And I used to be able to write some scripts that weren't too bad. They were kind of funny, actually, I hope. And we're going to do voiceovers. Shanda's going to be, we're going to have American Idol on The Dive, right?
Plus, I've been working on little commercials, little animated commercials that kind of give our showtimes and dates, which are really cute. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun. And that said, anybody that wants to work on production or come on and do a show, reach out. RoarMediaLive@gmail.com. We need skilled folks to come in and help us we're not going to make any money off this. And
we don't make it.
We don't make any money. It's our time, and what tips we do get, we put back into doing what we're doing, and it's not buying anybody's yacht or anything else, even if the yacht's this big.
Who's got yachts?
No yachts. But anyway, it's been great tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm going to pivot a little bit this week too, and move over to the Accidental Activist. I haven't done one in probably 3 or 4 weeks. And, that's my serious show. I do a lot of goofing around and just bringing you guys gossip that I find from around the internet on The Dive and Beauty and the Boomer. But the Accidental Activist, that's where I sit down and I have really in-depth conversations with amazing activists, amazing candidates, and just everyday people that are fighting for better change for all of us. So I'm going to do a focus show on addiction.
Cool. Friday night?
Yeah. Well, I could pull it off for Friday night.
Whatever night you're ready.
I want to have conversations with people that understand what are the plight that our country is in because of pharmaceuticals, not just street drugs, because we know that most addiction starts in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
So that is where I'm headed this weekend. Plus, of course, we'll do Beauty and the Boomer.
Beauty and the Boomer. Saturday night, we've got Women's Wednesday on The Dive, Wednesday morning.
Dames of Doom!
And Dames of Doom, Christine, the Natural Progressive, is going to be hosting that one on Wednesday night. We love our Chris. And, we're unpacking. We're working. We're doing a lot of stuff. We want to bring you more content down the road, and we're just having a good time. So thanks again, everybody. Redneckonomics. We want to talk more. Osama, Jilly. We got Auntie Ann, Jordan Allen. I'm Sharyar. And just everybody. And again, we're not a choir. We're just singers in a group of people that really give a shit about the planet and its people. So
you don't agree, push back. If you think we'll always back up what we're saying. It's not an easy thing to come sit down in front of your camera and put your opinion out to the world, because you have to defend it. So we come with the truth, because the truth defends itself.
Yeah, and when we have an opinion, we usually stand by it, and if we're wrong on that opinion and we're shown otherwise, fine. But don't keep trying to jam your shit down my throat with the same old stuff, and don't bring me these corporate sponsored truth barns that poop out all that crap, because they have one ultimate goal, and it's to build the military, it's to enrich people, and usurp any power that we the people have any chance they get with censorship and everything else. So again, it's been lovely. What are we going out with tonight?
Oh my gosh, these are Katzin Jammers. Okay, so I have the hardest time finding us closing music now, but these ladies are from Europe. They actually tour all over Europe. Check them out. They are just they're like a cross of folk and rock, and they're amazing.
Yes, we have played something from them before. I remember last year.
Dang. Well, yeah, their lead singer was Solo Han. I want to say Han Solo, but it's not. It's like Solo Hans or something.
Solo Hans.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Well,
she should be a superstar.
Yeah, she should. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great evening.
Thanks, guys. See
bye,
you
bye,
Wednesday
Rich.
night.
Bye, Rich, Diana. Bye, Montauk. We'll talk to you guys later. Let's see if I can get this going. Tell me if you hear it.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
One is number one.